Hey folks, Keough here with some more training footage for you. You're going to see on this video some pause bench pressing from a couple of days ago. I'm going to be doing some of what I refer to as my regular grip training. For me, that is narrower than my competition grip, which for most people is a wide grip, if that makes any sense. So I'm bringing my hands in on each side about 1 inch, and you're going to see me do 230 for a few sets of 5. You're also going to see a couple of AMRAPs. First one is coming up after this set. It's 230 for a set of 9. I missed my 10th rep. I ended up taking a couple more sets just to do 230 for 5 and really try and get a feel for my bar path. And then I attempted it again and was able to get 230 for 10, which was kind of the goal I had in my mind coming into the session. As you can see, bar speed is a lot slower on these versus my wide grip. And that indicates to me that that I really just need to work on this grip, and hopefully it'll carry over to my competition grip. And not only is the bar speed slower, but also the rep numbers are a lot lower. I've done 235 for a set of, I believe, 13, all paused. I've done 225 for 15, paused. I've done 225 for 17, touch and go. And so 230 for 10 is obviously below those numbers. It's pretty far behind, and that just tells me that I really need to work on this particular grip, because this is really bringing out a particular weakness in my bench press, and I think it's my triceps somewhere in the transition point, but I'm not exactly sure. When I do weakness training, oftentimes what I like to do is I like to do a bunch of different barbell variations and then look at the ratios between those barbell variations. And I compare my ratios to that of other lifters. And that will determine what barbell variations I'm going to implement in my training to work on a particular lift. So rather than diagnose weak muscle groups, what I tend to do is I tend to make a diagnosis through weak lift variations. And so in the past, I have done floor pressing. You've seen me do a lot of floor pressing. I'm not going to continue to hammer my floor press because it's basically as good as my competition bench press at this point. For most people, depending on your leverages, your floor press is going to be behind your bench press. It's usually 90 to 95% of your bench press. For me, it's basically even. So that tells me that's a variation that I don't need to work on in order to improve my competition bench press. In contrast to that, my regular grip bench press is pretty low. So I'm hoping that by bringing up this weak lift variation, it's going to carry over to my pause bench press, my competition style bench press, and it's going to make me a better bench presser for meets. I also wanted to show you a little bit of core work because occasionally I get asked a question of what abdominal, what core work I do, and I don't do much. I really just squat heavy and deadlift heavy, and that's really the bulk of it at this point, and that has made my core sufficiently strong for those lifts, which is my goal as a powerlifter. But I do sometimes do weighted crunches. This is an example of a single set with a weighted crunch, and I do these once a week or so, usually not much more than once a week, but do them for a lot of reps, do them pretty heavy, and they've helped me out in the past. So anyway, keep checking in. I will have more videos for you very soon.